side when you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like the Black Panther week to the teeth, try to weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray or Mike Brown, get down with a homie and a half a. Let me buy Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you, what they told you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me? I said, y'all got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone that knows on go. I rolled in a 4x4. Believe if a kid gon' go see me with ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk that. Roll by the car lot when bought it. Caught case at the case and a phone. They will watch you give a that. I live today rapping back, carrying them back what they capping back. Bankroll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of them. Better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. I formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left.
We to the man, Atlanta hat cop to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Send with your ad, drop it out with Alabama ad. That would get for trying to battle rap. Head, be one and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us stunt till you up that jury and money. Playing game, thinking showing up funny till my young win for me. Yeah. For the love of the bankroll, keep it busy. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody want to hear about it. You got problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Get out!
Freeman again. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now at a 3rd and 6.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope. The good things are in store here today for them.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A Dallas 1st down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That goes for a gain of 31. The give is to Elliott. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
To me, that's a terrific run on first and goal with the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal. Prescott on third and goal. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jack Crawford able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up fourth down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Second down, Prescott.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He's Gensonu. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big 30-yard play on third. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
12. Ready. Ready to go.
Here's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's go.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Hey, express. On. Hey, white. Here we go, check him up. Left. To go. Ready to go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Thick of the fly, thick of the bag, beat them a bite, now lacing no beamer, I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way it been made it, the is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Why I ain't holding around? Just a little Merlin, now I don't give a, tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim, in my denim, was trying to forward out, don't give a was a bag, Fendi and some lane, asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' let? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Here we go. Let's go.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Get up!
Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he'll take this back down inside the 20.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he stopped immediately there. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his, it only his.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Get up!
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Leave it, ring up 48.
Again, it's Cook. And he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here comes Sherrills. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Cousins now on second down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
What a bro.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Straight. 21. Got it. Blue 8. Got it. Hey, got it. Let's go. Let's go.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now Ryan on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. On second down, here's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception, Cousins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. It was Andrew Sendejo from his strong safety spot able to make the play. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Ryan now off the bootleg. Connects with Sanu right side. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They run it again with Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And he's able to find Diggs. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Vikings 1st down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Forbath out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
On the ground, it's Cook. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. On 2nd down, Cook stays on his feet, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first.
Let's go.
Handoff comes to Cook. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A give. This is Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Forbath will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Hey, Rick Lance. Gun. Hey, let's go.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
On first down, Murray. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was
on that beat. Addicted to balling, I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my bands, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now. That's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow. That's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money. I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends. Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all you break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. That for the homies. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands.
bachelor's degree. PhD while selling, fix the face and fix the weed. Now working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo, this flop. Where you at? Pin it. My new map location be the flop on the app.
Any money in company, nah, baby. I don't need no other company. You can't hang, baby. We don't want you around here. Ice on my neck in this froze. Santa's reindeer. You got bad. It's the same here. Bad company, little bro. You can't hang here. Getting money. They looking at me. He owe me some money. I need that. Hit him with the not pumping. Why they playing games? They don't want no problems with me. My got good. I know I brought them. Might not hit a bad. Someone send them to opposition. They move wrong. So I
Dark shades, too much. I could barely see them. Acting brand new like I don't see it when I do. Who them folks? Going too close. Give me room. Phony folks play it close. Do the most, don't they? Bad company, that's bad for your company. Bad company, that's bad for your company. Mad cow disease, now you in a ton of beef. Tucked underneath my new blue Dunkaroos. Flintstone, bust down, color Murakami. Fruity Pebble, Basil, Wilma, Betty, Fred, and Barney. Bad from out of town, I think she model Abercrombie. Wrist game, Lucky Charmy, told my jeweler leprechaun me. I'ma come clean, I got beef. Paranoia got me rolling on my sleeves, okay. Hating cause I'm upping up the fees. Whole team got these on their tees all day. I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frightened when I upped it, I'm
above average.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the white flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Whip it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them off. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck, goose, linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my house like my property. Do a quarterback sneakers on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I step on him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.
I just hike the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm tryna get in. Open the playbook, the book of the champion. Get flipped if you tryna get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, on 1st and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta give all, no loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plan. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Atlanta. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On first down, again, they go Procise. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To Decker over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Boy, another example there of how you've just got to be fearless to go over the middle in this league.
No doubt about it. If you want to be known as a Pro Bowl type of a receiver, if you want to get to the Hall of Fame, you have to make a good number of catches in that area. And how about the hit he took from the linebacker? That's where you really make it, because a lot of times that hit is coming from behind you, from over the top by a safety. In this case, it may well come from underneath with the linebacker dropping out from the middle.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, both sides. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, that play reminded me of Michael Strahan in 2001 when he was absolutely incredible. That was the year he set the single-season record for most sacks with 22.5.
And not surprisingly, defensive player of the year that season. And he also led the league in sacks in 2003, 142.5 in his career. So that'll back him up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long.
19.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Decker. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a first down. On first and 10, Mayfield. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. The 30, 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing.
Touchdown! A great play there from 3 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down, Wilson. He'll dump it off to Prosise. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing is Wilson. Man open, Rice. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Let's go.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On second down, here's Wilson. Airing it out deep here for the running back, Charles. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. Over the middle, open is Thomas. A very solid gain of 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Ron Parker there in on the coverage, and he knocked it away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This is caught. It's Cooks. The 20. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Saquon Barkley from 8 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Now Jones. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
14.
Now Wilson on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Wilson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now Wilson on first down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Escaping the pressure right. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Tate to return. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mayfield. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Michael Thomas, 79 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw is Wilson. Looking to throw on second down. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Powering his way forward, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Pass incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 yards there and a first down. First down, Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 19 yards away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Now Jones. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
That was up and underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he's got Decker left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Wilson to throw on 2nd down. And he caught the Rice. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wilson will throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by T.O. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Owens. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Terrell Owens, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And the lead is down to 28-10. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Here's Tate to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before. On the flip side of this, and all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And very little room to maneuver. They'll get this down to about the 39. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Mayfield off the play fake. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alteron Werner. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Brandon, these cornerbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
14.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Anthony Barr leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Tempo. There.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jerry Rice, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Now Jones. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's go out here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st down, Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Lucky 56.
Second down, Mayfield. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Michael Thomas from 8 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Hey, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. Right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team.
When you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts had turned to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda said the standards in the
Yeah, I'm throw it back. Yeah, I'm born. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out. It's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless. Easy does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdog. Swars. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena. Excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life. You still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born
born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, he already dead.
It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want. Every day I struggle with it. Only God could